The iconic Tower Bridge. You weren't expecting that in this video, were you? Well, where we are today, we are literally just around the corner from the amazing Tower Bridge and also the Tower of London. And we start our video with this. 3 Chinook helicopters flying in over London, which is quite often a scene that is seen. Using the Thames as a guiding path, the Chinook helicopters are off and out on their way to East London. And as we scan round, we've got Butler's Wharf, and this is a fantastic side of London. But what's incredible is that St Katharine's Dock is one of those areas of London that not many people go to because they're too busy going to Tower Bridge or the Tower of London, which of course are right nearby. So today, let's put that right. Now, we've been here in previous videos, and I will link that at the end. But here at St Katharine's Dock, is an absolute gem. So we start off with this fantastic sundial, and if you're going to make a statement, a big sundial is probably the way to make it. And look at that with Butler's Wharf in the background. St Katharine Dock took this name from the former hospital of St Katharine's by the Tower, which was built in the 12th century and which stood originally on the site. And it's an intensely built up area consisting of 23 acres in the precinct of St Katharine by the Tower and part of East Smithfield. And it was earmarked for redevelopment by an Act of Parliament in 1825, with construction commencing in May 1827. Some 1,250 houses were demolished in the area, with the medieval hospital of St Katharine. In this area at the time, there were approximately 11,300 inhabitants, which were mostly port workers, crammed into unsanitary slums. They lost their homes, and the property owners received compensation. Now, the idea was to create as much quayside as possible, and the docks were designed in the form of 2 linked basins, which you'll see in just one second, with all of the bridges around. Now, if you fancy a good look and a good read at how the locks work, there you have it. But today, don't worry, we're going to show you how they work practically, because we've got a great video coming up showing you the workings of the lock and also the operations of the many different bridges that you've got here for some of the big yachts and tall ships to come into. Now, this is just one of these beautiful areas in London that keeps getting redeveloped. So if you come down here, not only have you got the ships and the boats that you can watch and the activity on the water, but you've also got lots of restaurants, cafes and little places that you can eat as well. So you can take your time or have a seat on the outside and watch everything that's going on. And also just look at that blue bridge. It's very, very pretty around here. Yet you're right by the Tower of London and right by the City of London as well, which is quite incredible. Right, here we're showing you the raising of the bridge because very soon we're going to have a tall ship passing through which is going to go into the lock, which is then going to be operated and go out into the Thames. So we're going to show you how it all works. The blue bridge, which is raising, allows the boats to get into the second basin, which is the one adjoining the one we're looking over now. Now, what you can also see is there are loads and loads of bridges here, either for pedestrians or cars to get around. And interestingly, this bridge is used quite a bit because this is the main entranceway into the Tower Hotel, which overlooks the Tower Bridge, which is quite incredible. So it's used quite a bit, but also, as you can see, it moves very, very slowly as well. Now, the good news is I've cut out a load of the sound because you've got lots of beeping going on and lots of warning noises, etc. to stop people from going on the bridge. Plus, there's loads and loads of gates to stop people from going on there as well, whilst it's all doing this. And actually, the whole process of raising all the bridges and getting the ship through and doing the dock, etc. takes a good 20 to 30 minutes. If you're coming down here, do allow some time. And hopefully, also, you hit your timing just right. And here we go. This is the ship that we're doing it all for, so it can go out into the Thames. But have no fear, keep watching right to the very end because you'll see loads and loads of other boats coming into the lock to get back into St Katharine Docks. Now, interestingly, this is the first time I've actually seen the lock in operation like this, and I've been coming here for absolutely ages, so with a bit of luck, you'll hit that timing just right as well. Now, if not, there are always people around. You can always ask if they know when they've got stuff going through, because obviously you need quite a few different people to operate all of the bridges and all of the logs as well. Now, if you've watched a lot of canals, lots of rivers across the world, you'll know that they have those big gates at the side that you push across to close the doors so their water level can then be affected. Here at St Katharine Dock, it's completely different. Here we are. This is the gate rising from the water, right from the bed. So this lays flat across the ground and then is pulled up by two massive steel ropes, which you can see just at the side there, up very, very slowly. And as it then comes up, it then provides the seal so the lock can then operate. Now, here, just to let you know, the water in St Katharine Docks is higher than that of the Thames. So what's going to happen is the water here in the middle of the dock, which will get trapped in a couple of seconds, will then be pumped out. So the ship then goes down to the level of the Thames and then can go out there. But as you can see, it comes up very, very slowly indeed. Now, because the ship is in as well, the road bridge is coming down so they can go back in operation and people can get from one side to the other. One of the things I thought about doing was speeding everything up, but I wanted to give you a real sense of how long it takes for all of this stuff to operate, but operate very, very smoothly as well. Really hope you're enjoying the video, and if you are, do us a big favour, will you give us a thumbs up on YouTube, because if you do that we can spread this video to more people across YouTube so they can love it as well. And if you haven't subscribed, you know what you need to do? Go on, hit the button and also the bell so we can tell you when we've got new videos out on this channel so you never miss out. Anyway, right, back to the video. So the water is now enclosed within the dock area and the gate is closed on this side. And as that does, we're now going to go to the other side and watch the water level come down to that of the Thames. So in front of us you can see another pedestrian bridge. Yeah, you can guess what's going to happen with that. That's going to go up very, very shortly. And the water is now being let out of the lock to bring it down to the level of the Thames. So if you watch the water line, you can now start to see it drop. You can see the area where it was wet before, and it's coming down the wall very, very slowly. But once again, it takes a bit of a process. There you go. You can really see it there on the wall underneath the bridge. You can see that thick area. Now the good news is, with the way that the tides are, there's not that much for it to come down, so it hasn't had to come down that far, which means this gate is now opening, and as you can see, the big gate in front of us, which has got the sign St Katharine Dock, is now opening, and that's what that's doing, is going flat onto the ground like the other gate was on the other side. And there you go, you can see it moving with the metal rope which is holding it, and you can also see just some of the water coming around the side of it. So that takes a fair old process to go down, as you can imagine, but that will be on the floor very, very shortly of the lock, allowing the yacht inside the lock to come out. St Katharine Dock is just one of those beautiful places in the centre of London that not many people think of, and that's what I love about London so much. You've just got these little gems which are hidden away that not many people discover. So once again, if you do get down here, you're probably going to find it's those people that are working locally or living within the lovely flats and all the places that overlook the Thames nearby that make it down here. Now also, if you're coming to London and you're thinking of coming to St Katharine Dock in around September, every year they have a regatta over one of the weekends, so that's also worth looking out for as well, where they do the dock up in all sorts of flags and pennants, and also all of the ships that are there as well. So as this disappears below the water and reaches the bottom, there's only one thing left to do. Yep, is to allow for the pedestrian bridge to also raise to allow the ship to pass through. And here it goes. So if you watch the video and you're thinking, do you know what, I need to get down to St Katharine Docks and I need to do that very, very soon, I'm going to put a link to our video that we've done previously on here, which also features some of the great places that you can eat and walk around, and so some of the ships that are here in the dock as well. I've put a link to that up into the top right hand corner for you. So if you can click on that, you'll see that after you've watched this video. It's funny, isn't it? If you're thinking about taking a ship out from the marina, you certainly wouldn't want to do it in a hurry, because there's no such thing as doing anything fast when you're operating with water and machinery like this. Yes, it does take its time, but also it's a very relaxing thing to watch. So as the final bridge goes up, the water level's been met with the Thames, the yacht is about to make its way out of the lock, and once it gets its way out and it meets the Thames, it's then going to take a port side turning, which is left to you and me, and then head down towards the North Sea. Now what's quite interesting is, whilst all this has been going on and we've been getting this boat out of the locks here at St Katharine Dock, what you're then going to see is loads and loads of boats waiting to come in to take their turn to then dock up here, right in the centre of London. And what a fantastic venue. And it's incredible to see these ships here, right by Tower Bridge. So now it's made its way out and is into the Thames, and there you go. Just look on the right side here of all of the yachts and boats waiting to come in. So one of the things I can't recommend highly enough is, if you're coming down to Tower Bridge, just take that little walk a little bit further down and come and have a look at St Katharine Dock. I tell you something, you won't be disappointed by the area at all. Now you can see on the other side of the river you've got a butler's wharf. Now I've put a link to a video that we've done on there up in the top right hand corner, and nearly all of those buildings are beautiful flats which overlook the Thames and Tower Bridge. Wow, just think how expensive they are. Anyway, link to the video is in the top right hand corner. So what did you think of St Katharine's Dock, and also of all these yachts and large boats coming into the lock, ready to go into St Katharine Dock? And did you know it was here opposite Butler's Wharf and right by the Tower of London and also Tower Bridge? Lovely, isn't it? So what was your favourite part of the video? Do let us know in the comments down below. Now, one of the Queen's Jubilee walks goes through St Katharine Docks, and I've put a link to that up in the top right hand corner, and it takes in so many other fantastic places across London as well. So if you click on that, I'll see you in there.